Haven't done anything car related in a while. Should probably anyone subscribe to my channel because I was fixing stuff. Well, you know, what happened to fixing stuff? Well, you know, it got hot out here. Summertime. It's hot everywhere now. Well, it's hotter in the Northeast than it is here right now where I used to live. But what's that? What's that? What's this? I have to buy that. Alright. I'm gonna get some light in here. But a week ago, you know, went with my truck to the exhaust guy. And he's a pretty nice guy, he's an honest guy. Does stuff pretty cheap. So we're going around, I go, okay, I'll take this car around. Go do the errands, take it around. Stop at the guy, I go, yo, exhaust guy. We got this air pump over here. And the air pump tube's cracked and it's leaking. What do? He's like, ah, man, just remove that damn thing. You can do it yourself. Yeah, all those things will come right out, and if they don't come back, I'm gonna weld those holes shut. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one back there looks like a bitch. Oh yeah, it was a bitch, alright. But guy said go try it. If not, come back. So I know he's open Saturday in the morning. It's Friday. I'll try it. So I started getting our pipe out. We had to break it. The only way it was gonna come out. Look at that. We got 4 plugs. They're all pipe thread. If you need to plug those manifolds, do not listen to the internet forum geniuses that think they know everything. The thread is 1/4 inch pipe thread. Fits in perfect. These plugs are ugly as hell. They're brass. I'm just going to leave them in there temporarily. Going to get some nice stainless steel plugs with a little hex on them. And I'll put those in instead. Because you got 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one's all the way back there. So we're on our way to getting that pipe out, and I was originally thinking of keeping the air pump, and then I said, you know what, after I fought with this once and the trouble it makes with the AC compressor and the what the heck, oh, it's raining like crazy out. With the AC compressor, and there's a little bracket that goes in the back too, which I still have to torch it free. I said, screw it, man, let's take the whole thing out. We're gonna take the pump out next, so I got that delete pulley. So that's the rest of the project. I'm gonna plug that vacuum line right over here, tape up this connector, put it in the harness, and that's it. It's out of there. And I'll get the plugs next week and we'll be good. But that pipe's a real pain. This car is rusty and the things came out. So if you're trying to do this on another make and model, delete the air pump, you know, some of these like 80s and early 90s cars, they had that same tube on both sides. This luckily only has it on the passenger side. If you have it, it's going to come out. And again, the plug size is 1/4 National Pipe Thread or MPT. Fits perfect. Yeah. So that's what we're up against. We deleted the air pump. It's not going to go back in. And I'm pretty happy about it. We got something done. And I thank the exhaust guy for just giving me a little confidence, saying, oh yeah, man, those things will come right out. I went, really? Yep. They came out. I said to bend that pipe. I said, for anything, I'm going to cut that pipe. He goes, yeah, that's a good idea. Just put a socket on it. And that's what I did. And I'm going to save that little spark plug wire bracket over here. I might make something that comes off this this 3rd valve cover bolt just to hold those wires up a little better. Because the wires use the air pump as a bracket just to keep them away from the manifold on this passenger side. So when we get back to work, we gotta take the belt off next, try to get this apparatus out, see if our delete pulley fits. I don't even know how that thing mounts up, but we'll figure it out. And I gotta order those plugs soon too. So Saturday they can ship them out, and I'll be here maybe Monday, Tuesday. And I could turn those brass ones. So that's what we're doing. Maybe we'll make an update on how to get that air pump out of there. There are 3 bolts holding that pulley on. They're all 10mm. When you get it off, there's a Torx on the top. I don't know what size it is yet. There's a Torx on the bottom. That's the only thing I believe that holds this thing in. And I'll probably wind up leaving this pipe in on the back because I don't want to screw with it. I should have enough room to fish it out of there. We'll see. Hope so. We got a wiring harness that goes through here too, like the main wiring harness. So yeah, maybe we got room to fish. If not, I'll figure something out. I lied, I took the pipe out first. Came out real easy. So let's get the other thing off with the Torx bolts. Got it out. Look at the size of those bolts. That's the top one. Smaller one's the bottom one. You gotta be so careful because the Torx, you don't strip the threads. We just gotta go real easy. Use a good socket, snap-on socket, and you'll get it. As you see, this thing kind of makes a little noise. It's squeaking. These things, they don't last forever. And they start blowing up, and they're gonna leave you on the side of the road and toss the belt when they start wobbling. So put that delete pulley in, and we'll be looking pretty good. So much more room over here now. Wow. When I first unboxed this air pump delete pulley, and look at that size pulley, and the pulley on the air pump, whoa, that's a big difference. But, check this out. See how, look at the center line of this pulley? It's kind of even. Look at the center line over here. See how it's out? So I guess the belt's going to be riding a little further out, and that's just going to take that extra slack. Because look at the dimension of this, look at the dimension of that. Pretty big difference all around. So I guess that'll work. Thought I was going to have to get a shorter belt for a second, but it's a little corroded in there, so I'm having troubles whamming this thing in there. So I'm going to have to do some wire brush. I got the bolt started. You're going to have to tap that little delete pulley in if you're intending on installing one of these. It's a tight fit. We got it. Another thing, I don't like, you can see that little wiring loom over there. It's a little close, so I'm just gonna tie it to those fuel lines over there to get out of the way. I think that's what the negative going to the block, because that pulley kind of sticks out a little bit. But besides that, looks pretty good. Let's tighten her up. Excellent. You could also just run a shorter belt, and the belt just goes from the crank right to there, but I said nah, I don't want to do that. Then I have to buy another belt. This belt's like new, even though it's shit. It's probably like 6 years old, 7 years old, has like no miles on it. Put it in front of my house, and my old house in the street. And I was able to work in the street, man. Can't work in the street here. But let's go tighten her down. Look at the color difference. New aluminum, old aluminum. Big difference. Alright, no drama. And pulley's on, bolt is still good. Yep. So we got a little space for a hamster. Go live in there now. Got in that little hole. Let's see if our belt fits. Yeah. Start putting this thing together again. Sweet. The belt's back on with the pulley. Belt tension's not too bad. Check it out. It's pretty good to me, I think. Not much deflection at all. So, I think it's time to clean up our mess. We're not going to use those Home Depot plugs, so I'm not even going to start it. I'll wait till I got my stainless steel plugs, which I have not ordered yet. But it's hot in here. It's hot. And always put your belt so the number's facing out, so you can read it next time. Makes it easier. And yeah, looks good. Air pump delete, fool. Oh yeah. It's been a long project in the making, and more parts over there. Tie rod ends, still gonna put those on. It's been months. We're gonna do that, make a tie rod video. Yeah, looks good. What do you think? So, I guess not that much of a quality video series, but for now, I just threw those ugly plugs in. They're too long, so at least we can move it around. I started it, runs good, belt doesn't squeak, no exhaust leak, no check engine light. It's good. I had to reroute the vacuum hose too, because it was teed off, and now it's just a vacuum hose going to a vacuum hose, so that's better. But it looks good. Look at all the extra room we have now. Woo! And screw this shit, we can go sell it. Yeah, right. Not worth anything. You know, a reman one of these is like 80, 90 bucks. It's crazy. I wouldn't pay that much. You buy the leaf pulley for like 40 bucks. And the plugs for like 8 bucks. What's the better deal?